All right, guys. As you can hear, we got Clifford running. She's a bit stuck. We got a bit of a problem with the front drive shaft, as you saw in probably the last clip for this. This is a couple weeks later. We're trying to get this off the lawn because old Rick is off the road because I didn't register it, and this one's already registered. So I want to start driving this, but she's stuck. She's really stuck. I don't think you guys understand. That's what you get for springtime up here in the North Country. So we're gonna try and take Rick and pull this one out, because once again, this does not have four-wheel drive right this second. Brent's gonna steer it, hopefully. Brent, it's already in neutral. You listening? I just need you to go straight. Wheels are not straight yet, but you can turn them as we go, okay? All right, we'll get the camera set up. Where are we gonna put you? Hey, put down in the comments if you think Rusty Rick can pull this old girl out. Let's go see what we can do. Let's see what parts we can break today. You ready, son? Yeah. This model will be great. It'll be ready for seeding very shortly. What came undone did it? Oh. Take 562. God, I wish I wouldn't have got rid of the tractor now. I'm really going to need it to fix this wall. Well, that's a massive failure. We're gonna ruin this old girl if we keep pulling. So I gotta think of something else. I'll bring you back. All right, guys, about a week later, you can still see we're very stuck. Yeah. So I guess the plan right now is I'm gonna crawl under there and see what it's gonna take to hook that dry shaft back up to the front end. I'm guessing a U-joint, but I don't know. Let me crawl under there and take a look. So hopefully we can make this thing crawl out on its own. Kind of my first time being under this truck. We got some work to do. Okay. All right. Too bad that end cap's missing, because I could probably just. All right. So let me disconnect this so I can see what we gonna need. All right. by the looks of it. Alright. So by the looks of it, we only need a U-joint by the looks of it. I'm gonna need open ends. I think it's a 10. I think it's a 10 open end. Bed's spanked, but the rest of the truck is actually fairly solid, to be honest with you. Yeah. Okay, that U-joint's spanked too, so we're gonna replace that U-joint and put a new U-joint on here. I'm gonna see if we have parts in town. Hey, underneath the truck doesn't look too god awful. I need some work here. This is actually my first time being under here, guys. Except for what I seen on the when it was on the truck. When it was on the flatbed. Doesn't look too bad under here. So I think I'll be able to make this four-wheel drive works. This is the problem. You guys see the pumpkin? She's bottomed out. So this isn't going to be too god awful, I don't think. Let's just replace the U-joints and put her all back together and hopefully give her hell and she'll come out. If not, I'll call my buddy with a ramp truck. So let me get this taken out. I don't think you really need to see 4 bolts being taken off. It's just 4, I think they're 11s right there. Right there. And this comes right off. We'll get this replaced. This U-joints here. And I'll bring you all back. Alright guys, that wasn't too bad. Four nuts each. They were actually loose. The little U-bolts that hold on the U-joints were loose on both ends. And as you saw on the front, it was missing. I actually think this U-joint, this is backwards. Usually that boot goes in the front, I think. I'm gonna do a little bit of research and make sure. I don't think it's gonna matter, but maybe it does. But yeah, I'm gonna see if we can order some 2 new U-joints, throw them in and put this back in, see if she'll climb out on her own. Alright guys, I'm going to try and work over my buddy's playing over there, the four-wheeler. So, what? Trying to talk to my camera. Thomas.
Do it.
Thomas.
I'll do it.
Thomas.
I'll do it.
He's going to try and demonetize me, guys. Dirty one?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's not exactly.
Give her the beans!
What the fuck was that?
Give her the beans!
She just come up.
We drive it like twice a year, so. Bop, bop. Alright guys, like I said, I'm gonna try and show you how I do U-joints. Maybe they're not the right way, but it's the only way I know. So I take needle nose. Keep messing with me. And there's a little C-clip in here. You squeeze it, pull it to the side, take it out. That's all oh, damn it! He's not letting me work today. So, I'll take that, and then I'll go knock down on this. Cap is out. I'll do the same thing to this side. Take the C-clip out, roll it over, set it in. The other one's out. That's out. Now that's how I take them out. Putting them back in is about the same. Go. So I try and clean these up best as possible. We don't have any brake clean anywhere, do we, son? Do we? Oh yeah. So you're gonna want to just try and keep where the caps sit in as clean as possible, and also where the C-clip sits down in. Okay. So this is Valucraft part number 2-4800VC, and we have 2 of those. The only reason I went with these is because, well, 1, they're cheap, 2, it's the only thing they had in stock, and I want to move this thing today. So very important. This is at least what I do. I take the caps off nice and easy, and I set them to the side where they're not going to fall. Because as you're banging on a cap, these could fall down and you'd end up losing all the little needle bearings that are in there. Not a fun experience. Ask me how I know. So the package will include 4 new C-clips, but you're only going to use 2 on each end. So you have 2 you can put in your toolbox. And a Zerk. These are the C-clips. Now you want to be mindful the way that old U-joint came out, providing the person before us did it correctly, but you want to be able to think about how this is going to sit in the vehicle, because you want to be able to get to this grease fitting. Because this is greasable, you do want to make sure you're able to grease it. So that one was sticking up like that. And if you look, that should be in a pretty good location to grease later on. Now what I do is I make sure all the roller bearings are set in there right. I'll stick this up out of the cap a little bit, set that in. You're going to want to hold this up on. And you're going to tap this down a little bit. I tap it down to about flush. And then I'll flip it over, grab another cap, Come up with it. Come on. You're about half in the other one. Half in this one. Now we're going to start tapping down lightly. Making sure that everything is lining up still, hopefully. In that one. Okay, we're about halfway there. Now we can start driving it home more. You want to keep rolling back and forth, that way you can feel if those needle bearings are sitting in there correctly. Up and down, slides perfectly into this cap and into that cap. Brent, I need a socket, probably like a, I don't know, like a 14 or 15, something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be that size. I just need it to sit over this cap. We might actually have gotten it just doing that. So these C-clips, there's a slit inside the top of this that you need to be mindful of. Squeeze those, set them down in. I think we're there. I think we're there. Go down a little bit with this one. So you just want to set that on there a little bit. Hopefully you guys can hear over all the noise Thomas is doing. Tom watches this, so go down and put a comment down and tell him to quiet up when we're working. Thomas, trying to ruin our videos. We gotta go down just a smidge. Maybe just a smidge. Hard to tell. Looks like that one's in. This one, maybe we'll just drive it down a smidge. That's it. That's all we have to do, guys. Now, on the other part of this, you're going to be putting those other caps on this particular truck. These caps are going to have to sit on here when you go to install them, and there's nothing going to be retaining them until they've bolted on to the differential and transfer case. You want to be really careful, because once again, all these roller bearings, they'll come out, and they are a pain in the butt to put back in, and they are a huge pain in the butt to try and find after you've dropped them on the floor. So once again, be mindful of what you're doing. I keep them off to the side in a safe location, and later on I'll put them on when I'm under the rig. Or if I'm doing this and I'm doing another project along with it where it requires this shaft to stay out, I'll take the caps and put them on, and then I'll run some tape around it so they stay with the project. That's just an idea. Not something you have to do, but it's what I do. I just want to clean this up a little bit in here because it's got a lot of little garbage in there. All right, so we got the drive shaft under the truck here. This is the fun part. Oh crap, guess what? We need stuff.
What do you forget?
The caps are on top of the truck.
All right. Found a good spot for the camera to record.
Did ya?
Yeah, I can see everything in the front right there.
Nice.
Army crawling under the truck.
All right, so this U-joint was out of this for a little while. We want to make sure this is clean. As clean as possible. I probably should grab a brake clean, but it'll be okay. All right. This is the fun part. Stay for a second. Yeah, right. It's gonna fall on me.
Let's hope not.
At the worst second, it's gonna. So we take our caps that we've put in here to hopefully prevent from making a mess. We're going to put them on our drive shaft. Spin them a little bit, make sure they're on right. Alright, no dirt in there or nothing. So we're going to, come on, pick up the rear a little bit. Come on, come on. This is not the easiest underneath the truck, guys. Okay, so once again, try and clean things up, make sure they're not crap in them. Shelby really wants to come out today.
She does.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Can you see everything?
Mm-hmm. It sees everything you're doing.
It sees you when you're sleeping. Knows when you're awake. Man. Probably should clean these real good.
Probably.
Just get the crap off them best you can. I'm sure we'll be back into this anyhow because I didn't really like the way that cap went in.
Alright.
I mean, it's in there and it's locked down, but I wasn't crazy on it. So you'll notice when you go to put these caps in that they sit in a groove, a specific groove. If they're not in there, don't tighten this down. Yes, Professor Grady.
What's wrong with you?
A lot. Okay. I went the wrong way.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, we are. I think. No, we're the right way. Are we? I don't know, I'm all messed up because I'm upside down. Yeah, I think we're going the wrong way.
Yeah, you want to make it go down. At least tools were easy to find today.
Day's not over, son. We still got door pins to do.
True.
Maybe.
Why maybe?
Well, we'll see if this works.
Ah, yeah, true.
If we can get this out, then we'll be in good shape. But if it doesn't come out of the hole, we're going to have to call Barrett. I don't know if he's going to be available today.
Okay.
I hope he is. Although we got the plow truck and this will be four-wheel drive again, hopefully.
Hopefully four-wheel drive.
Yeah, we'll find out if I was right about the
case.
drive shaft.
Yep. We'll find out if we need a drive shaft or a transfer case.
If the transfer case is blown, it would just be the chain being stretched, so we might be able to replace that. Not today, not in this video. Not in this video, guys. But I truly believe that the whole reason it didn't, this U-joint failed and the cap fell out of it, is because as the suspension goes up and down, this didn't have room to travel in the front like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. And I might be, but it sounds good when I say it out loud. Sound even better in my head, so.
Well, we'll find out, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, the drive shaft doesn't look to be in bad condition.
No, one of the little holders is a little stretched out. The cap went in really easy. There was not much resistance, so we may have to look into another drive shaft at some point.
How much do they cost?
Probably like 50 bucks at a junkyard.
Yeah, that's not the worst. How do we know if the ones at the junkyard are good, though?
No, you don't really. You just take a chance.
Alright.
But most junkyards will give you a couple of days to try them out.
Alright.
Can't wait to be able to change this oil, doing all this other stuff. The thing is, this truck is not in terrible shape. It's just whoever owned it before us
Wasn't good at doing stuff.
didn't do great mechanic work to it. They kind of just did hack jobs.
Yeah.
Didn't know what they were doing, which is okay if you don't know what you're doing, but if you're doubting yourself, look it up. There's plenty of resources out there nowadays, you know?
Yeah, plenty more than when you were a kid.
Oh, many more.
Back then, there probably wasn't even a 10% of what there is now.
No, gosh, no. Okay, I'm hoping that gets better here in a second. Let's go to the back and get that one started. We might have to get new little hooks. I'll put your yeah, Joe, that'd be right. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's so then. Really small. That one? Okay, he's going. That's not. Yeah. Sorry, that's not knowledge. Okay. I was going to put it in the house. Yeah, it's not. Somebody can fly. Well, we didn't more right now. But what's going to get that for it? No, what's it? Where? Only she does it. Okay, see what comes. The whole thing is over here. Wait, not. It's missing on this one. I don't know if that's affected or not. It's kind of what the cap sits on. Doesn't sound good now. Wait, no. Where do you think we are? Hey, on camera. Yeah. This thing up here? Can I see this one? Can I see this one? Let's see people. Okay, this one. Yeah, take a run for this one. Let's not it now. So I gotta get it. Hold on, go Get back here. What's here? Alright guys, we got a little bit of grease in this one. I'm gonna have to try to find my adapter because it's hard to get up in here with that particular grease gun. But we're tight here. We're tight down here. That's all greased up. This is in the correct spot. We're gonna get up, go start it up, let it warm up for a couple minutes, put it in 4 high, 4 low, and lock the hubs in. Give it a shot.
least 2 feet deep.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
She was stuck. She was definitely stuck, guys. But it came out. Yeah. I'm very happy about that one.
Look at
It
this.
says we got water in the fuel. We'll have to check and see that in a little bit. Poor Brent climbing up into the pickup. We got Brittany gonna attempt to move the plow truck so we don't smash into it. So this is what we gotta do with that door.
Well, the door just went in just fine.
But we'll get those pins in a little bit probably. We might end up going for a quick ride in this. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been able to drive it. Alright, so the plow truck's out of the way. Where's the jump pack?
She has it in the truck.
So we'll back out of here. You wanna... No, put the window down.
Why?
It's nice out here.
Yeah, but what if you roll it or something?
I'm not gonna roll the truck.
Well,
2 seconds later.
10 seconds later.
You move that mirror in for me? Oh, why it's some big damn holes down there, boys and girls.
Yeah. Look at them, Dad.
I know.
Look at them. Seriously. Those are definitely some big holes.
Alright, so we're now off the lawn.
Should we unlock the wheels?
Nope.
Is it in 2-wheel drive now?
Should be.
But the wheels are locked. Aren't they?
Yeah, we'll be okay just to roll.
Oh. She went up there and hit the lamppost.
Well, it's done anyhow. Alright, you want to get out and unlock those?
Yep, here.
Well, here, bring it, would you?
Here.
They don't want to fill the tires. Back in, you can fill the tires.
How? They're hot. They were smoking.
They were spinning.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of smoke.
Fill all 4.
Yeah. I don't know what the recommendation is on the tires, but I guarantee you blow. I can at least get these two and then I'll turn it around. Alright, we're gonna fill the tires and then we'll probably bring it for a ride. Alright everybody, there you go. Clifford is back out on the road that you know of. This video is from quite a little bit of time ago, but we're trying to get caught up on editing. So once again, Clifford is up and running. That transfer case seems like it's just fine. The transmission is a little wonky. You have to go into first in order to take off and then manually shift it. Once you get going, it's just fine. But you kind of don't have much of a choice. If you put it in drive and go to take off, it will do it, but it won't do it very happily. I've seen some valve body parts online that is making me think that maybe that might be a popular issue with it. And, you know, we're going to check that out. Maybe in an upcoming video. If you guys know anything about these OBSs with the, I think it's AOED or something like that, the automatic transmission, and, you know, you've had personal problems with them shifting like that, let me know. It seems to go down the road just fine once it gets rolling. Just getting it going. I'm thinking that maybe one of the one of the valves isn't shifting it all the way down into first correctly like it should be. But hey, I don't know. I'm not an automatic transmission guy, but we will figure it out either way. Rusty Rick, he did the best he could. I'm sorry, that truck just wouldn't do it. This this OBS was really stuck. So with that, guys, we're gonna leave you at it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to go in and smash that thumbs up button. That tells YouTube we're doing something right on this channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers. Thank you very much. Let's keep sharing this channel out. We are growing. Really looking for that 2,000 subscriber count. And let's see where we can take this. We'll talk to you guys in the next video. And remember to like, share, and subscribe, or don't.